want to amend that statement. He said quietly and urgently. Silently and urgently. I like that a lot better, okay? So they're silent and they're urgent. And when they get here, that was a great start, Edgar. Angel, what is the next thing, the thing that you actually forgot to do on your way in? What else are they going to do when they enter class? Yep. Pick up any handouts on your way in. Once you've picked up your papers, where do you go, Eddie? To your seat. Not just any old seat, but to your seat. And if it's someone's first day, they might have to come and see me. But you guys know that you're going to come get to your seat. And there are certain things that you will probably want to have out. What are those things, Christian, that you are always going to have out at the beginning of class? Alex, I'm sorry. No, what? No. No. Hey, buddy, if you need to cheat, you can cheat. Other teachers might ask you to have out your agenda or your demerit card. This is world geography, and there's a list of things that I've asked you to have out. What are those things? Your due first notebook, which is actually a what kind of, I'm sorry, what's your name? Abraham. Hold it in the air. Wave it like you just don't care. No. There you go, buddy. That due first composition notebook. So not just any old spiral notebook. It is a due first composition notebook. You're going to have that out every day. What else, Alex? What are your two options for your world geography notebook? It could be a five-subject notebook. Or a 3-ring binder divided into sections. Absolutely. And Alex, what is the last thing you will need to have out every day? A writing utensil. What color could that writing utensil be? Blue or black pen or a pencil. Beautiful. Once you get to your seat and they have the appropriate items out, what are they going to do? Yeah. What are they going to do once they get to their seat and they have all these supplies out? What are they actually going to do? Are they going to sit there and twiddle their thumbs until I say something, or do they have a mission? They are going to do their due first. Absolutely. Antonio, what's up? What did I forget? That's right. The door is open. Come on in. If the door is closed, just like Angel did today, and I thank him with the beast point, he stuck his head in there to make sure I wasn't passed out on the floor. I didn't hit my head on the board. A student didn't bash a chair over my head for getting too much homework last period. He stuck his head in the door. He said, Miss Carlson, can we come in? And I said, thank you so very much. Go ahead and put that door stop in. Okay? Followed procedures. Beautifully done, guys. Any questions on that? Were you here yesterday? Who wasn't here? It was Benjamin that wasn't here yesterday. You didn't either, were you? Got it. Any questions on entrance procedures? Now, this is your second due first. Hopefully you put the date on it and due first number 2. When you get your composition notebooks, feel free to either recopy this, but I would just cut it out and I'd paste it, I'd staple it, I'd glue it, whatever you guys want to do. Any questions on that? You good? If you're good, we're going to keep rolling. Okay, what I would like you guys to get out right now, if you did, listen to this before you move, if you did both parts of your homework last night, meaning you filled out the Getting to Know You survey and your parent or guardian signed this piece of paper, I would like you to get out your beast card. Okay? Not going to give a demerit if it wasn't done today. I would like to give beast points for those who did. So if you did both sections, take out your beast card, put it on the corner of your desk. I will be around to sign these cards for those of you who did both sections of your homework, and I will pick up. Did I walk away with yours? And I will pick this part of your course syllabus up, okay? So if you want to go ahead and rip those apart now, that's fine. This part of your homework, I'm going to show you how you're going to turn your homework into me. This is third period. Make sure it says third period on your homework. Make sure that your phone number is on it. I usually won't ask you for your phone number on homework, but I do want to make sure that the contact information I have is valid. So make sure that your name, your birthday, your period number, and your phone number are all filled in on this one. And as you leave, I'm going to show you where you're going to put it. Angel, make an educated guess here, buddy. First period, put their stuff here. Second period, put their stuff here. You guys are third period. Where do you think you're going to put your stuff? The fourth one. The fourth one, absolutely. Yeah, the third one. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I will label these. I will have them labeled for you to cut down on confusion. I'll actually probably have a folder, right, that will say third period. But guys, don't just come and throw your stuff on top. No, no, no. Third period. Okay? Third period. Alright, so today what I would like to do is briefly go over this syllabus to make sure we're clear on what we're going to be doing in this class, what our expectations are. You know how to enter, you know how to get here, you understand how the first part of our class is going to work, but I want to kind of lay down the roadmap for what the rest of this year and this course will look like. So what we're going to do is briefly go over this syllabus together. Now, as we do, this is very important, we're going to go over a section. The first section being course description. Notice on the guided notes or the kind of graphic organizer you picked up on your way in, the first section says course description. What might you be doing while myself or one of your classmates is reading the course description to you? What do you think your mission should be while that reading is going on? Beer, what do you think you're going to do? Yeah, you're going to follow along. And what else might you be doing on this graphic organizer? What do you think you're... Remind me of your name. Edgar, what else do you think you might be doing? Writing down key pieces of information. Drawing a little picture if it'll help you remember. Whatever it is, so you don't have to go back later. I'll explain your homework, but if you do this as we go, your homework will be super easy. If you don't, you'll probably have to do some rereading, okay? So be accountable 9th graders, and as we read together, take some little notes, draw some little doodles, and we'll be out of here in no time, okay? Any questions on what we need to be doing right now? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start reading the course description, and if you hear something you think is important, go ahead and write it down, draw a little picture, do your thing, okay? There are two kinds of people. Those who love history and social studies and those who don't. If you love social studies, you will love world geography for obvious reasons. If you fall into the other category, fear not, my little 9th graders. World geography is your passport to the world around you. We will discover relationships that exist between human and physical geography. We will explore people's lives, the Earth's physical and man-made features, politics, conflict, natural disasters, war, violence, living standards, disease, economics, culture, poverty, governments, sociology, which is the study of what? Study of societies. Guys, read, it's in parentheses. And we will study anthropology, which is? Study of humanity, absolutely. World geography is not a year-long course based on memorization of dates and things old, dead, white guys said hundreds of years ago. Is that good news to anybody? Well, cool. Because that stuff kind of bores me. I'm a history teacher, and I can say the memorization of dates and things that I don't find relevant can sometimes be boring. That's not what this class is about. You should be getting excited, okay? World geography is designed not only to familiarize you with the increasingly interconnected world that surrounds us, but also to help you understand the issues that affect you and will affect you throughout your life. If you are committed to listening, to thinking, exploring, reading, and discussing, world geography will change the way you look at social studies. I'm excited about that, guys. We get to talk about things that are fun. Things that affect us, right? It could be wars. It could be the crazy things that people do to each other in war. And I'm not saying it's pleasant, but to me it's a whole lot more interesting than memorizing dates. Okay, we're going to talk about things that will affect you and the jobs that you can get when you're older. We're going to talk about things that will affect your children's ability to survive. Okay? We're going to talk about things that are very, very relevant, and to me that is exciting. Okay, so what I want you to do is take about 15 seconds, finish up any thoughts, feelings, pictures, doodles you have in the course description section on your guided notes now. ninth grader behind, we will all be passing world geography. That's the easy part. But if we're doing that, we are preparing ourselves for success on our second big goal, which is what, Alejandro?
100% of math will earn 3 or 4 DBQ questions.
Yep. We're going to set ourselves up for success on our common assessments. Who here likes DBQs? Well, I'm going to hopefully change your mind. It's okay, Beer. You like them? It's good. It's good. All right, Beer. So I kind of don't know if I like them. It's okay. That's all right. I want to change your mind because here's the deal. On a multiple choice test, you look at question number 1. The answer is C, but you put A. Did you get it right? No, you got it wrong. There's only one right answer. Multiple choice test. So in a multiple choice section, there's only one right answer to the question. With your DBQs, there is no wrong answer. Whatever the question you are given, you cannot possibly be wrong. To me, that's good news. I like questions where there's nothing I can say that could possibly be wrong. We'll teach you how to read and interpret documents, and we will give you a structure to cheat. Cheat in a good way. It doesn't cheat. What? Academic integrity still stands. But I'm going to tell you, if you do this, and this, there is no possible way we will be earning less than a 3 or 4 on those DBQ questions, which will set us up for success later on when we do what, Alejandro?
100% of math will dominate STAR.
Last year we had 97% of ninth graders pass the STAR test, and our commended, whatever that is for STAR, was about 5% higher than the S average and about 9% higher than HISD's average. I'm proud of my ninth graders. 97% though is not 100, okay? 97 is not 100, and we need to make sure that at the end of the year we're ready to kick that test butt. We're ready to dominate. Those are our big goals. Any questions on our big goals? 10 seconds. Write down any final thoughts, feelings that you have about our big goals. You don't need to write anything else down. Chill. Academic expectations we went over yesterday. What do I expect from each and every one of you? What do I expect? What is that quote we discussed yesterday? What do I expect from you, sir? To work hard?
Give our best.
Give your best. That's what I expect from each and every one of you. Those are my academic expectations. Any questions? Great. We're going to move on to our grading policy. Who's going to read grading policy for me? Eddie, who's sitting to your left? What's your name? Esperanza. What else do you prefer to go by? What's that? Lizette? Okay, Lizette, go ahead and explain our grading policy to me. How much of your grade does that make up? 90% of your grade is how well do you do on tests, quizzes, exit tickets, projects that test your individual knowledge. Now, a 90 is good, but if you want to earn an A in this class, if you're shooting for that 93 or above, you also have to do something else, and that is what? Continue for me. How much your grade is that worth? 10%. So 10% of your grade, guys, this is the way I like to look at it. If you come to school and you do what you're supposed to do on a daily basis, you raise your hand when you have an answer, you participate in class, you do your homework, you get your do first done, and you come here ready to go, 10% of your grade is free. Okay? That works. Do what you're supposed to do, you'll earn that 10% of your grade. If you don't, that's where you're going to get in trouble. Okay? There is a list of your materials that you need for this class right below that in case you need to refer to it while you're shopping this weekend. But we're going to go ahead and move on. Go ahead and flip that paper over to attendances and absences. What's your name, buddy? Angel. Flip Angel and Angel. Okay, got it. Read about attendance for me.
Come to class. You are accountable for your learning. It is imperative that you are in class every day. If you miss a class, you are responsible for any missing work. The work can be found
work that I missed? And the answer is the number of days you were absent plus 1. If you were gone for 1 day, how many days would you have to complete that work? Show me on your little fingers. Got it. It's like, really? I only saw the 1. Okay. Now, if you're gone for 5 days, you're gone for an entire week, you're gone for 5 days, how many days would you have to complete that work? Show me on your little fingers. Use 2 hands. 6. You're gone for 5 days, you get the 5 days plus 1. 5 school days. That many class days, right? That many class days. So, if you haven't turned in the work by the end of that period, that means it obviously wasn't as important to you as it was to me, and I don't want to see it in. Questions on that? When? Yes?
Does that mean, like, if you were absent on, like, if you were absent for a week and then, like, through the rest of the 5 or 6 days, there's...
We'll go class days. Class days. Okay? Now, to go along with that, when you're absent, I know that sometimes just picking up sheets of paper, you're not exactly going to know what to do with them. So I expect you guys to have questions, but when you come into class, don't ask me, hey, I wasn't here yesterday and the day before, what do I need to do? Because the other 27 people who are sitting here, they were here yesterday and they were here the day before. I'm not going to waste their time to re-explain what you missed during our time. I'll be happy to explain it to you before school or after school or during lunch, just not during class. Yes, sir? You can absolutely turn it in earlier. Absolutely turn it in early, just don't turn it in late. So we good on your absences? Okay, great. Alejandra, who's behind you? Sandra, will you read about our tardiness policy? Okay. Now I would like to give you an exception to this rule. You guys have how many restroom passes for an entire semester? 9. Restroom passes. I need to use the restroom more than 9 times in a semester. That's just me. And I don't want anyone peeing on the floor. So here's what I will do. If you know you need to use the restroom, especially because we're in what, 4th period, third or 4th? Third. We're in 3rd. Sorry, it's getting a little bit later in the day. You've been here for a couple hours, right? If you need to use the restroom, what I want you to do is hustle and get here as quickly as possible, as in way before the bell rings. Book it. Okay? Be the first one in the door. Miss Carlson, I really need to use the restroom. Put your stuff down in your seat, and I would say, awesome, go. And that way I know that you've already checked in with me. I won't take one of your restroom passes. Save that for an emergency during class time, right? Go to the restroom. And then if you're 30 seconds, a minute late, 2 minutes late, 3 minutes late, I won't actually sign your demerit card for being tardy. You've already been here, you've gotten permission to go to the restroom. And if it takes you longer than that passing period, I'm okay with that. Are you alright? You guys understand what I'm saying? Don't pee on the floor. Got it. Cool. Other than that, if you are late, and you know you're late, and you don't have a reason for being late, just come in, have your demerit card out, I'll sign it, no big deal. You know the policy, okay? Don't make me ask for it. It's called being accountable. Academic integrity. I don't want to talk about it anymore. We've talked about it a lot. Don't cheat. Do I need to read any more of that section? Don't cheat. Don't help people cheat. Don't tolerate